A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Bama. Rita. Great.
Throwing Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Okay, right? Ultra.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw caught by Tony. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, your first drive in the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone. And big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position. And this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He lets one go deep for Addison. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 42 yards. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
They'll swing this out to Tony. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Down. Ultra. Go ultra.
In motion right is Tony. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Green Jack. Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, and that is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a give running left is Eckler. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Ritter. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Ritter now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. easy to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
The kick by Lutz is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a handoff to Chandler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Jump right, Pacino. Jump right, Pacino. Rita.
Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Ritter. And that'll be caught by Tony. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Ritter on the 4th down try. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got it.
2nd and 5.
Ready.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
That's complete to Tony. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Ready.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. To Tony. He's got another one. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 52. Steal. Check steal.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Down.
Eckler, they run left side. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Touchdown, Packers! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
F-18.
Now
F-18.
second and 5.
Timberland. Great. Detroit. Apple.
Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ladybug.
Back to throw, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he goes out right around the 39. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On the option, here's Eckler. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here we go. Black shot.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Desmond Ritter
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Let's go now.
Ritter off the play fake. A short throw to Musgrave. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 23, here's second and a couple.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Go, hands. Ready?
Bootlegging out here. Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Ritter to throw it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Jones throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They run it with Chandler. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ready. Smash red. Black ultra. Check smash.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ritter from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Ritter. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ultra. Ready?
On second down, Ritter. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Ritter. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
52 blaster. Ready?
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Mega.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Strike. Check strike. Red. Cycle. Set.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Steps away. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Bama, Bama, Bama.
Throwing Jones.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Great.
Now Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Detroit Johnson. Biggie. Triple right, Pacino.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Ready, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send Reed in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Rita.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Timberland. Great. Detroit.
Jones from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Ladybug.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go.
Second down and 6 now.
Steal. Check steal. Ready?
Once more, here's Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And take it right on the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Take it to the house.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Dom Capers.
Jones now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Timberland. Up we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This is caught by Addison. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Great. Detroit Johnson.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this.